Good morning, my friends. Happy Tuesday. I'm starting to forget what the day of the week is because we're spending so much time at home. But I hope you're having a good morning so far. Hope you're making good choices for mom or dad or whoever's taking care of you today. We're going to do some phonics, and then after this, we're going to do math today. So let's get started. Get out your clappers. Bounce them high, and wiggle them, wiggle them, wiggle them. Bounce them low, and wiggle them, wiggle them, wiggle them. Are you ready? Are you ready? And here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I never will forget how to say the alphabet. Nice job. All right, today I figured for phoneme segmentation, we would change it up. Now, I'm not going to do it because then you won't be able to see me. You'll just only see my legs, but you can do it at home because I'm sure you have a little more space. So you're going to stand up. Today, we are going to hop out the sounds. So I'm going to say the word. You're going to jump it out. So if the word was T, you would go T-E. Okay, so I'm going to pretend to bounce on my bottom. I want you to stand up. Let's get some of that energy out. I want you to jump the sounds, okay? So we're going to do 2 sounds, then 3 sounds, then 4 sounds. We are getting so good at this. Are you ready? So I'm not going to go here. I'm going to get my arms ready to jump. The first word is tie, T-I. Key, K-E. Hey, A. Sorry, now our 3 sound words. Mad, ad. Are you jumping at home? I hope you are. Mat, at. Cave, K-ave. Fan, F-an. Okay, here come those 4 sounds. Just, J-a-st. Do that one more time. J-a-st. Try hunt. This is a hard one because of the one sound in the middle is trying to pair up with the other one. Hunt. Nt. One more time. Hunt. Nt. Bride. Bride. Are you still jumping? Get some of that energy. I don't know. You got lots of it. Price. Ice. Good job. You can have a seat back down. Kiss your brain. Mwah. So today we are going to jump in at the end to reading one of these decodables. Now, moms and dads were asked to print these out. If you did not get a chance to do that, or you're a friend that might be watching that doesn't have this resource, it's totally fine. When we read today, I'm going to hold it up close enough that you can see it. If you do have this material at home, you're going to want to get the book out. At the bottom, moms and dads, it says Grade K, Unit 3, Week 1, which obviously that's not where we are in our learning, but this is what the county provided to us. So this one is Tam and Pam Help Tim, and that's the one we're going to be working out of today. So our lesson today is going to be kind of based around some of the words and rules that are in this story. So I'm going to sit that to the side for now. If you need to go get it and come back to me, you can do that at any time. All right, today we are going to work on short A that says and short E that says eh. And we're going to do that because this story has a lot of short E and short A words. But before we do that, I want to show you something new. So we're going to do sight words. So Miss Kempa, if you're watching this, Lucas's mommy, I went to do our magnets that you bought me. Lucas's mommy bought me these magnets. Isn't that so nice? And I went to stick them this morning. I was so excited. Watch. So this board is not magnetic. What else can I do? We're just going to have to try and make it work. So I decided I would get a cookie tin out of my kitchen and watch this. Bink. We have some of these in the classroom, so that works perfectly fine. So we're going to use this today to put our anything that's magnetic. We're going to use this in math today too. So thank you so much for my cool magnets. I love them. All right, so our sight words today are also going to be found in this book. So let's practice so they stick in our brain. First word, I already showed it to you. What's the word? Like. Let's spell. L-I-K-E. Like on your arm. L-I-K-E, like. One more time. L-I-K-E, like. Like I like to go to school. Easy peasy. What's the word? The. Let's spell. T-H-E, the. Again. T-H-E, the. One more time. T-H-E, the. Next word. And I like to go like this for this one. See. Let's spell. S-E-E-C. Spell on your arm. S-E-E-C. One more time. S-E-E-C. Good job. Okay, this is a sight word that would have been coming that we have not done yet. So you might not know it. Your brain might be so smart and you might know it. So the word is help. Let's spell it. H-E-L-P, help. And for this one, I like to go like this. Help. So try that. Let me move it up here. See if you can see it. Move these guys out of the way. You ready? H-E-L-P, help. Again, H-E-L-P, help. One more time. H-E-L-P. Good job. All right, so these words are going to appear today in that reading, so I hope they stick in your brain. Okay, before we get started with writing, we are going to leak out the sounds and figure out what the middle sound is. It's either going to say ah, or it's going to say eh. So let's remind ourselves. Short A says ah. Short A says ah. Every letter makes a sound. Short A says ah. Ah, ah, ah. Sometimes I like to hold up to my mouth like an apple because that's how big I should be opening my mouth for the sound. Ah, ah, ah. And then let's do the other one is E. It might say E. Short E says eh. Short E says eh. Every letter makes a sound. Short E says eh. Pull it down. Eh, eh, eh. So sometimes the ah and the eh sound almost the same. This is the trickiest one. E is one of the hardest vowels to make sure that our brain gets. So we're going to practice with those two today. So we're going to rainbow it out. If you can't remember what the rainbow is, this is my beginning sound, my middle sound, my ending sound. And then I'm going to come back to the middle and tap it out. Does that make sense? So we're going to start. When you tap out that sound, you're either going to show me that it says ah, 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 or eh, eh, eh. So here we go. First word, Pam. Say it, Pam. Here we go. P-am. Ah, ah, ah. Show me. Ah, ah, ah. Did you get it? Should be A. Next word, mess. You say it, mess. S. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. That's that E. Try this one. Rest. This has an extra sound at the end. Est. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Good job. Next word. Tam. You say it. Tam. T. Am. Ah, ah, ah. Good job. I hope you're saying it at home. Next word. Sad. Say it. Sad. S. Add. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Next word. Set. You say it. Set. S. Et. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. And the last one is best. That's got that extra sound at the end too. You say it. Best. B. Est. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Good job. Kiss your brain. All right. We are going to do some writing today. If you've got paper and pencil, that's fine. If you've got a whiteboard and a marker, that's fine. I'm going to give you a word. It's either going to have ah or it's going to have eh in the middle because that's where the focus is today and that's where the words are in our book. The vowel is in the middle for short sounds. So we are going to write it after. Some friends right away, and I bet you're doing this at home because I can't see you, want to start writing. No matter what, we always check it, do our sound lines, and then write it. It's good practice for our brains and for us to be able to remember and hear those sounds, okay? So I'm going to give you a word. You're going to leak it out. You're going to do your sound lines, and then you're going to write the word, and then we will 3, 2, 1, show. You know the drill. You ready? Here we go. First word, vet. You say it, vet. Leak it out. V, et. Do your sound lines. V, et. Now make that marker talk at home. I should be able to hear you all the way from my house. Go. V, et. V, et. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, show. Did you get it? So my middle vowel for this one is eh, eh, eh. That E sound. Let's leak it out together. V, et. What's the word? Vets. Okay, erase. I did not forget my eraser today. Thank goodness. All right, next word. This one's coming right out of the book. Tam. You say it. Tam. And this is like somebody's name. Leak it out. Am. Do your sound lines. T. Am. Okay, make your marker talk. T. Am. 2, 1, show. Now, I showed a big T at the top and a little T at the bottom because it's okay if you did little t because we don't usually talk about capital letters when we do our sound lines in writing. But Tam is the name of a person in the story, so I used a capital T. So when we see it in the book today, that's what it's going to look like. So let's leak it out together. Excuse me with my scratchy voice. Try again. What's the word? Tam. Good job. Erase. Next word. Mess. You say it. Mess. Leak it out. S. Do your sound lines. S. Write it. Is your marker talking? S. 3, 2, 1, show. Now, moms and dads might be thinking, that is not how you spell mess. And they are right, but this is the kid way to do it. The adult way, and we learned a little about this, has double S at the end. I don't know why. That's just what the rule is. So it is 2 S's, but we don't say mess. We just say it as one sound. S. So let's leak it out. S. Mess. Nice job. Erase. We'll do a couple more. Next word, pen. You say it. Pen. Leak it out. P-N. Do your sound lines. P-N. Write it. Make that marker talk. P-N. P-N. 3, 2, 1, show. Did you get it? That middle sound is eh, eh, eh. Let's go. P-N. What's the word? Pen. Good. Erase. Let's do one more. This one is not in the story, but I like it, and I want to see if your brain remembers it. The word is chat. You say it. Chat. Leak it out. Ch. At. Do your sound lines. Ch. At. Write it. So it might take a little more thinking. Ch. 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 At. Ch. At. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, show. Oh, that's a digraph. So CH says ch, 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 like in the word cheese or chipmunk. This word is chat. So ch, ch, ch. Let's leak it out. Ch. At. What's the word? Chat. Nice job. Erase. All right, we are not going to do a sentence today because I want us to be able to spend time reading this story. So before we do that, there are 2 other little things I want to talk to you about. We have learned this in an old lesson, but it's not something in kindergarten we spend a ton of time on. So I just want to remind you, just in case you see it come up in the text. So we talked about this when we were working on Sneaky E. That E is so fancy. Sometimes it appears like this. It's got the 2 vowels together. We call these vowel teams. And it follows the 2 vowel walking rule. When 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So E just says E, and EA just says E. So we don't say or EE. We don't say or EA, because that would just sound like we're spelling it. I just want to say what the first sound is because, do it with me, when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, so it says E, and this one says E. There are a couple words that appear in our book that follow these rules, and that should be so easy because it's a sight word, but it does follow the rule. S, E, C. And then this is the other one that might get you a little tricked because it's got a blend too. Ooh, een. What's the word? Clean. Like you should be cleaning your room at home. All right, so I just wanted to check on that to make sure while we're reading we're on the same page with it. Okay, so if you need to pause me and go get your book, go do that. If you don't have your book, not a big deal. We are going to read it here together. So make sure I'm not too close up in the frame. Yesterday I was way too close. So this book is called Tam and Pam Help Tim. Now, I don't have a stapler at my house. Isn't that crazy? No staplers in the Walker house. I have staples, but I don't have a stapler. So as I turn the pages, I'm just going to put it down like that. If you've got a book with a staple, you're going to flip it. Or maybe your moms and dads got fancy and they were able to fold your books and you're folding it like a real book. So whatever works best for you is what we're going to do. Now, at school, when we read our red and white books that kind of look like this, one of the main jobs is for us to build fluency. Say that word, fluency. And it means to read at a nice pace, which is why we read these books over and over again, because that builds practice. It helps us to memorize sight words. It helps us to read fluently and to just be better readers in general. So we're going to read this today. We're going to read it again tomorrow. The more you read this book, the smarter your brain will be. Your job at home isn't just to read this when we read together. Maybe you're on top of it and you've already read this book. You never know. But I want you to read it whenever you want. You can read this 5 times in a row. We do that at school sometimes. And friends that do that, their brains get so smart with their reading. So as we read today, our job is going to be to touch read. And if you don't have a book, you're just going to follow my finger. And then it's also going to be to build on our fluency. So here we go. This is a first read for me. It might be more than the first read for you, maybe the second or third. So I'm going to put my finger on the title page, or on the title. I'm sorry, we don't have a title page. On the title. Tam and Pam help Tim. Now, if we were at school, we would take some time to read this all by ourselves, or try to, so we can look at the illustrations and all of that business. If you want to pause me and do that, you can. If not, we're just going to keep on rolling just in case those friends don't have books at home. So here we go. Put your finger on Tim. I'm on page 1. Ready? Read. Tim likes to rest. Rest. Some friends might have had that word right away. Let's read that again. Tim likes to rest. Tim, this word is does not like to clean. What's the word? Clean. Tim does not like to clean. So it's kind of hard to see in my book. You might be able to see better in yours. I'm looking and I see, I think he's a piggy. And so he must be Tim. Tim likes to rest. He looks kind of lazy in this picture. He does not like to do what? Clean. I bet you don't like to do that either. All right, I'm going to page 2. I should be on the page. There is the pig Tim, and I see some other characters. And now we're on with the 2 at the bottom. All right, finger on the word Tam. Ready? Read. Tam sees a mess. We practiced that word when we were doing our writing. Do it again. Tam sees a mess. Pam sees a mess. Tam and Pam help Tim. What good friends. Okay, who made this mess? I'm pretty sure it was Tim. So Pam and Tam are really good friends. They're going to help him clean up his big mess. This must be his bedroom in the barn, if you can look and see, or you're looking in your own book. All right, let's keep reading. Put your finger on Tam. Ready? Read. Tam cleans the pen. Pam cleans the pen. Tam and Pam clean it. So they are cleaning up this big mess. What's a pen? They might be reading that and thinking like a pen that you write with. A pen is another word for something like a pig pen. It's a place where an animal can live, usually a pig. So I'm looking at my illustration. Are you looking at yours? I don't even see Tim. So Tam and Pam are doing all this work cleaning up Tim's mess. Not very fair. All right, let's do our last page. Tam likes the clean pen. Let's go back and read that in case you weren't ready. Ready? Read. Tam likes the clean pen. Pam likes the clean pen. Now I see an exclamation point at the last one. So let's read, and I want you to read with expression. Before we go, this word is smiles. So here we go. Ready? Read. Tim smiles in his pen. So Tim is so happy, and it looks like his friends, Tam and Pam, are happy that they helped him too. Now, if Tim were my piggy son, I would have to make sure he was helping clean. And I bet you at home, moms and dads want you to help clean too. But that's okay. So let's read this one more time. Tam likes the clean pen. Pam likes the clean pen. Tim smiles in his pen. Tim smiles in his pen. I'm reading that with expression. And that's the end. So moms and dads, I know that you have the papers that they sent home with this. Feel free to do those at your own leisure if you want to go back and read again and start working through. I think there's like some with main topic and key details. Some might talk about characters. These aren't the meatiest stories. We don't use ones like this normally in shared reading. We use them in phonics, but make do with what you can. If you want to use those sheets, you're more than welcome to. So my friends, your job today at some other time, you got lots of time on your hands, is to read this book 2 more times at least. If you want to read it 5 times, go for it. You want to read it 10 times, go for it. It's your choice. But I want you to read it more than once. We're going to practice again with this tomorrow, and we're going to have a different focus. Today was just kind of just to read through it and figure out what the story was about and make connections. Tomorrow, we're going to have something different that we focus on. Okay? So Tam and Pam help Tim. I want you to read at some other point today. Make sure that you're doing that. All right, friends, that's all I have for you today for phonics. You did a great job. Kiss your brain 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then I will be back in just a little bit with a math lesson. I will see you soon. Mwah.